Welcome! We're going to explore the process of creating a new app called ACRONYMiC. It's a mobile search app used for finding the meaning of acronyms, but it's also a tool to help learn these odd words. So let's begin with our story. This is Allie Smith. She's 24 years old and single. She loves to write. She works as a copywriter at work and treats herself to creative writing at home. Her cozy apartment is located in an historic district of a medium-sized city in North Carolina. She's always been passionate about history and involving herself in solving mysteries. She thinks she should have been a detective. Her friends are her social network and critics of her writing, especially her short stories about heroines. When she's not writing or dining with friends, she listens to audiobooks, mostly about, you guessed it, history. And being organized at work and at home keeps her well balanced. She just got a new job as copywriter involving industry and technology. She's excited at the opportunity to write articles about the history and future of different industries, but freaked out about all she does not know and all she has to learn to be successful. She soon realizes that acronyms are a large part of this new world, and she wants to find a tool to quickly and easily search to find the correct acronym for each of these industries as she does her research. She also wants to be able to feel confident she can talk the talk as she conducts interviews with sources. All of this will help her develop into a better writer. To do her job, she needs to find a reliable tool for finding these acronyms. And after finding them, she needs an easy way to study, review, and learn them. Once she makes them a part of her vocabulary, she'll be able to communicate her story to all audiences, which is her job. And then there's the stress to meet those tight deadlines. She needs a way to handle this new nemesis, the acronym. Let's hear from her. As a user, I want to have a deeper understanding of an industry's acronyms, to create a manageable, easily accessible directory of my acronyms, to add an acronym that I may come across in my research, and I only want one robust app as my go-to tool. And on the job, I want my sources to see me as knowledgeable. I want to control in setting up my workspace. I want to work efficiently and productively, and I want to be a confident leader of my team. When asked about her issues, she said, I struggle having to use multiple resources to get all I need for an acronym. I hate looking through notes to organize acronyms, learning acronyms on my list, matching the acronym with the right category, and then including local acronyms along with industry-wide ones in my reference workspace. So we can summarize the problem statement. She's looking for a way to quickly and reliably search and learn the meaning of acronyms in different industries, and to be able to understand the meanings and communicate with sources, because asking the right questions and collecting the essential content is key to writing a great story. When she's comfortable with the subject matter, it's easier to write an article she can be proud of and meet the deadline to go to press. We can summarize the hypothesis statement. She is looking for features to assist in learning, understanding, and communicating acronyms competently, have quick and accurate search results, additional information available, a manageable directory that lets her learn by repetition so she can comprehend each industry's language. This allows her to tell a story that connects with her audience while still meeting those pesky deadlines. So the solution is to create an app to assist Allie in defeating her new nemesis, the acronym. The first step is to look at the way Allie could use this app, the user flows. We will look at two today, primary and secondary user flows. The primary user flow is the path to search for an acronym and see its meaning. We start with the opening app. That's the opening screen. Then for first-time users, we offer the ability to see a quick tutorial on functionality of the app. Or for detectives like Allie, just get started. The home screen highlights the principal function of this app, the search. But this app offers ways to filter and set options before a search so the user can get to the results faster and more accurately. The category search filters the results by categories and industries to help pinpoint the correct acronym. Now all of the results will pertain to technology. Two other ways to search include options by meaning or abbreviation, or using the assist function, which helps if the user is not sure of the correct spelling, which is crucial with acronyms. The user selected technology and typed in IC in the search box. The results show the category, the number of results found, the options to sort, the ability to add acronyms, see more information about the acronym, and bookmark it to their list. If there are a number of results, the user can sort by rank or alphabetical, simplifying the process of finding the correct meaning. If the meaning is not found and the user has checked the spelling and looked in other categories, the user has the option to add the acronym to their list and or submit it to the app team for consideration. And they can include that in their database if they think it's popular enough. When the icon is selected for additional information, the user sees a screen dedicated to the acronym with related acronyms, other categories, the acronym found in alternate meanings, etc. So the user can get deeper into the usage of the word. Also, the user can bookmark the acronym to their list here as well. The user can go to their list at the top menu. So the secondary user flow is the path to access the user's saved acronyms. The user can just click the Go to List link on the home page or at the menu at the top of each screen. Here the user can sort the saved acronyms by rank or alphabetical and by category. Using the category search shows the results from only that category. The user sees the word, meaning, and has the same functionality of sorting and seeing additional information. Usability testing was conducted by users on the user flows. They were given a number of assigned tasks, and they were watched while they tried to complete them. Their comments and observations were noted and ranked to determine how critical they were to the success of the app. The users were given both direct tasks and scenario tasks. The user performed these successfully, but they had comments on improving the icons, functionality, and overall visual elements. These are the tasks: search for an acronym, find additional information, bookmark an acronym, search a new acronym, and access your list. Those were the direct tasks. The scenario tasks, they had to figure out how to search if they didn't know the spelling. What do you do if there are no results? How can you review the acronyms that you've saved? How can you know the acronym is correct? And how do you manage the volume in your category list? Of the comments about the tasks and comments gleaned from talking about the app, these were deemed important to correct in the early stages. So number one, which was task one, search for the acronym used in technology. A few comments, mostly about the home screen. The 3 search options were sort of distracting, needed more information, and someone suggested calling it My List instead of just Any List. We added the text, moved the search below, and changed it to My List. Task 2, finding additional information. Comment, users didn't really understand my plus. Changed that, got rid of the plus, moved it on the right-hand side, and added the word more. This is a more universally understood icon. Task 3, bookmarking an acronym. Bookmark icon, not everybody understood. There were two different places for bookmarks, which didn't make a lot of sense. And also somebody commented that home and search were the same thing, which they were because this is a search app. We added text around the bookmark icon to explain what that was. Removed both the home and the bookmark icons from the top menu to clean it up, and that way we could add backwards and forwards arrows, and it just simplifies the whole screen interface. Task 5, assess your list. So comments included the ability to save acronyms by project. Somebody wanted to save them by project. They wanted to see the list screen look very different from the results screen, and they wanted more functionality. So the changes we made, we added them to the ability to make their own category. We created a way for them to edit the list so they could delete words from their list when it got too unmanageable, and we changed the look and the colors so that it's obviously different. Okay, task 7. What can you do if there are no results? Some of their comments were maybe a list of suggestions. As far as adding a new acronym, maybe add new instead of add. So in the form, having the category as a drop-down, and just description of the submit process. And also, if we're using minuses, maybe plus could be the add. So we did that. We added some information. If you don't get a result, here's some things to try to do. Add new is now adding a new acronym. Category is a drop-down list. We added some text about the submit process, and then we are going to start using the plus acronym to add a word to my list, which is different than bookmarking. Task 8, how can you review the acronyms that you've saved? Rank doesn't really apply because I'm using it, so why do I need to rank it? And sort by date would help. So we changed that, so now it's alphabetical and date for the acronyms on my list. Task 10, how can you manage your category list? Comments included removing learned words to edit the list would be nice. Sort by date would be really good. That way they could find the older acronyms and delete those. So we did that. We added the minus icon, which was before, so that deletes some of the text. And we also changed from alpha to date. So that resolved those particular comments. So the next step is to rework the current wireframes, adding the features, the text, and the elements that we felt were important. We want to create additional sketches to make all the links functional for our next testing. We're going to go back and revise the task analysis and the user flows and conduct new usability tests. If we find there's a lot of other comments, we'll go back to step 1, go through those again, then make our high fidelity wireframes and generate a list for future changes that we thought might be nice but not necessary in this step. Lessons learned: keep the functionality and interface simple in the beginning. Make sure the wireframes are as clear as possible. Look at other competitor apps, but if the functionality doesn't make sense, don't do it. Just because they did doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. And find test users with varying levels of experience, because you can't control who goes to your app. You need to think of everyone and every level. And encourage test users to comment on other things other than like other elements and functionality, other than just the tasks. Don't need to try to show every detail in the wireframes that got messy, and don't think you have all the answers. So thank you. Your participation in this process really helps. It's valuable, and we appreciate your time and attention.